100 days of Biden-Harris. There's no sugarcoating the reality. It's going to be a long, long, long 4 years. Joe Biden's address before the joint session of Congress on Wednesday night lasted an hour, but it felt like an eternity. From start to finish, low-energy Joe's dreadfully soporific performance reeked of identity politics, smarmy disingenuousness, moldy oldie Democrat platitudes, and pie-in-the-sky pronouncements. Let's review. As if we needed a reminder, Biden opened with a drippy tribute to Kamala Harris, whose singular achievement now and forever is that she's, wait for it, a woman.
Madam Speaker, Madam Vice President, no president has ever said those words from this podium. No president has ever said those words, and it's about time.
Biden proceeded to drone on and on and on about creating jobs. If simply saying the word jobs produced jobs, Biden would have cured unemployment last night. He invoked the word 46 times.
That's why I proposed the American Jobs Plan, a once-in-a-generation investment in America itself. This is the largest jobs plan since World War II. It creates jobs to upgrade our transportation infrastructure. Jobs modernizing our roads, bridges, highways. Jobs building ports and airports, rail corridors, transit lines. For too long, we've failed to use the most important word when it comes to meeting the climate crisis. Jobs, jobs, jobs.
When he wasn't repeating himself, Biden was selectively plagiarizing Donald Trump. Here he is cribbing Trump's Buy American populism.
American tax dollars are going to be used to buy American products made in America to create American jobs. That's the way it's supposed to be, and it will be in this administration.
That sounds familiar, doesn't it?
My administration lives by a very crucial motto, a motto that you would agree with 100%. Buy American and hire American. Those other days are gone. We live by two rules, buy American and hire American.
Well, Biden's omission of Trump's hire American agenda tells you everything you need to know about his globalist open borders priorities. Who benefits from Democrats manufacturing millions of alleged jobs that are going to be filled by illegal aliens and H-1B visa holders and foreign students? Multinational corporations in Silicon Valley benefit, that's who, not American workers. Okay, well then Biden also trotted out some well-worn talking points on lowering prescription drug prices.
Let's lower prescription drug costs. We know how to do this.
But that sounds familiar too, remember?
Today, my administration's taking action on every piece of the executive order I signed on prescription drug importation in July. The American people pay an average of over, listen to this, 3 times more for medicine than Canadians. So today I'm taking a bold and historic, very dramatic action to reduce the price of prescription drugs for American patients and American seniors. Previous administrations did nothing, absolutely nothing, as drug lobbyists, special interests in foreign countries freely ripped off our citizens.
Yep. Well, then Biden mumbled and stumbled through all the other standard Democrat pet agenda items, raising the minimum wage, funding universal preschool, securing mass illegal amnesty, and building infrastructure, except for the border wall, of course.
No, there will not be another foot of wall constructed on my administration.
With violent drug cartels back in charge of our southern border, black on Asian crime terrorizing major American cities, and Antifa still firebombing courthouses and targeting police, Biden saved his greatest condemnation for what he considers the nation's biggest menaces: ghost guns and the ridiculous bogeyman of so-called white supremacy.
And we won't ignore what our intelligence agencies have determined to be the most lethal terrorist threat to the homeland today. White supremacy is terrorism. We're not going to ignore that either.
What planet does this man live on? Woke America 2021 has transformed into a self-loathing puddle of trembling apologists ready to fork over trillions of dollars in reparations to appease centuries-old grievances. Law enforcement has been decimated. Juries are held hostage to rioters. A year of COVID tyranny has cowed an entire generation of young Americans into compliance, and peaceful patriots across this land have been deprived of their ability to communicate, to organize, and yes, to travel. The world is watching, all right, laughing in scorn as we destroy ourselves and our greatness from within.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.